So first things first, EVE Online has a new expansion. It's called Viridian. And the first thing that everybody should check out is when you first log in, or you can even do this while you're in game, check out the new Eden store. Click on that button. And then over here, you'll have 7 days free Omega time. This is super good. So make sure you click redeem this for your 7 days free of Omega time. That's the first thing you should check out for the Omega. For the Viridian expansion. And next, let's get into this. And let me start checking out some of this stuff, because this is going to be my first time actually even looking at this. So let's get the general gist. So this, you can get to this article from the news button on the EVE Online, website. So I'm not going to read through all of that. We could do some basic skimming thing. Visual upgrades. New avenues for players forging relationships as they fly together. Alright. So there's new updates for graphics, new updates for corporation. Express your corporation identity. Alright, so there's skins for corporation buildings. New and improved ships. Alright, so there's new dreadnoughts. Tech 2 Lancer dreadnoughts. Okay. They did some changes with some graphics, I guess, here with the Marauder Bastion module. Okay, this is talking about the graphics updates here. Looks like there's going to be daily challenges. Daily challenge will go live on June 14. All right. Here's the thing about the free Omega time, which I already showed you. Warp into, okay, so it's another feature tour thing video, so you can check that out. Now let's try to check out the patch notes themselves here. So corporation projects. So you can make a project, a manual, a deliver item, destroy non-capsuleers, destroy capsuleers, so PvE, PvP, mine ore. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. See where this projects. Okay, so I am in a corporation, a one-man corporation. Well, two-man corporation. My dust alt is still in. So let's see if we can figure out where this is. It in contracts? Let's see if I can figure this out. Alright, this is not it. It must be in the corporation window. So we click there. Finance, no. Industry, no. Inventory. Personal, no. Personalization, no. Corporation. Click on that. Alright. So we have recruitment. So if you're looking for a corporation, my corporation, projects. Alright, so there's a button over here called projects. And it shows you how many projects you can make and how many are completed. So you have 100 slots for 100 projects. You do activate. Let's see, click active, history. So these are just two tabs and show you what's active and what's not. Alright, now we do click over here, click new. And we're going to do mining test. Mine all the things. Okay, so this one's not going to be a manual. It's going to be one that's for mine materials. Alright, so material names. Alright, so these are optional, so let me not do anything. Target value 1. Let's do 100. Career path, industrialist. So we have a mining activity, 0%. And then if you click on it, it shows you the opportunity screen. You can track it. Oh, look, it over here. It pops up over here. And as anybody does it, it fills in the progress and tells you your contribution. Ooh, look at that.
God parted them and breathed life into his creation, dividing the parts and gave each its place, and unto each bestowed.
Alright, so let me just quickly see how this even works. I'm assuming I just go to a belt and just do it really quick. We'll do a quick test. Okay, we're gonna go in the mining ship. Make it active. Let me make sure this thing has some mining stuff on it, because usually I have it for doing ice. Alright, so this has
Surround yourself with the faithful, stand together, for there is
miner 2s on it.
Book of Missions 71:21.
Alright, so now pretty much for me to do this opportunity, it should be I just warp to the thing, mine anything, and as soon as I get to 100, that should complete. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so there's definitely some weird sound stuff happening there. Alright, so as that's warping, I guess we can check out some of the other updates. So we looked at this, projects. This looks very easy to set up, very easy to do, and I'm assuming it's very easy to complete these as players too in the corporation. This is really cool. Cool way to get people in the corp to do certain tasks. Alright, let's go over here. Air opportunities. Okay, so this is more. It says new interfaces, which replaces old journal and is intended to be a counterpart to the agency. Okay, so this is probably for new players. Corporation loyalty points. Alright, wait. Let's go back to this real quick. Let me grab that. This should be done. Boom. There it is. The project completed. Alright, so it's extremely simple, straightforward. Nice. Alright, let me go back into the station. Ah, that's so cool. And there it goes. It shows you completed today, and I can simply click history, and it shows you what you do. Creator. And then it shows you your contribution. That's super cool. Alright, and then again, you can make a bunch of different ones for different tasks for that. Alright, back to the notes again. Let's check this out again. So next thing here is corporation taxes, which previously were only contributed to the members via NPC bounties, will also automatically levy LP payouts. Alright, so you can take LP points out of them. Corporations now have their own loyalty point wallet account for the loyalty points. Alright, let's see if I can find that. So here's my corporation. Where do I see the wallet? Bulletins, details, kill report. No. Recruitment, members, standings. No. All right. So let me look at the actual wallet screen, because I don't think it's in this corporation section here. Alright, so inside the My Wallet, you do have Corporation Wallet, and over here it shows you the LP. Alright. So here I'll give you the make down of your LP, which is probably similar to what this would be. This is gonna take some time to load up because I have so many LP from so many different LP stores. It's gonna be like, oh my god, it's got a gazillion things he's gotta look up in the search query. Look at it. Alright, we'll put that to the side. We'll go back to the notes. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward also. So corporations now can tax LP, and then you can use the LP to buy stuff, which makes a lot of things more streamlined for those. Alright. Next thing is skins for structures. This is pretty straightforward. I guess we can look at this real quick. Okay, pretty straightforward. So there's a bunch of different skins for your structures. Tax reforms. We're making a serious changes on how some taxes are calculated. It increases the value of corporation infrastructure as income sources. Broker fees and upload instructions. Instead of percentage cut, a fixed rate will be taken by the SCC, providing more ISK for the faculty owners. All right, so now it's going to be even more money for people posting up the structures in space. So this has a lot of implications for both high-sec. All right, basically more implications across the board everywhere. Okay, now here's an example. So old formula. Percentage on order, 5%, amount paid 5,000, 5,000. And then you have new formula, 10% and 05. So they're going to be taking less money and you're going to be getting a lot more. Wow, that's a pretty big change. Okay, so now there's industry job installation fee. Investing in industrial infrastructure is very expensive. All right, all taxes and industry jobs will be applied directly to the estimated item value instead of the system cost index. This change means that facility owners in low index systems can set their tax rates to a very low value but still gain a meaningful income while they stay competitive. Alright, so this is tax rates for structures for making things. And here are all the different rates for that. Goes over the details there. Player owned. Dynamic, set by player, 0.25, 0.25. NPC owned, dynamic, 0.25, alright. Next, NPC stations and monuments. System index cost modifiers have existed since the creation of industry index systems, but they are too difficult to understand and identify through in-game means. Every NPC station capable of industry reduces the system cost index by 1%, while no security outposts granted their systems a large percentage reduction depending on their type. So they removed all system cost modifiers. Alright. Temporary sales tax holiday. Reduce sell tax from all market transactions by 50%, from 8% to 4%. Ooh. Alright, so the next big thing, Lancer Dreadnoughts. Alright, so the first thing is called Bane. Let's see if we can find that. We could go to chat window. So you should be able to type Bane in your chat window, highlight it, right click, and then you do auto link item type. And then there's the item. It's called Bing. Click on that. Oh, wait. There we go. Come on, click. So there's the new Amarian Lancer Dreadnought. We can check how it looks. Well, that's how it looks. Okay, let's go back to the notes. Alright, so you can repeat the same thing I just did for the other ones if you want to check them out more closely, right? Just stick in the name, right click, and then you can look through all the bonuses. They even have it fitted here. I mean, they'll have it in the tab sections here, so if you want to know details about each thing, go to the news post and check it out. So here are the other ones. Skip through that. Lance's skill requirements. 3 new skills with Lancers. 1 for manufacturing, 1 for flying, and 1 for the new disruptors. Alright. And these skills, oh my god, they're pretty chunky. And they cost a bunch too. Okay, so next thing here. BPOs for Lances can be found for 500 million ISK at the appropriate. Okay, so that's, you can get the blueprints, and now it shows you what it costs to make them. Shows you the other requirements for building them. Let's skip through that. Okay, so next thing, Marauders. Something happened with Marauders. Okay, so we'll go straight to what they removed. Bastion module. Duration increased from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Remove the electronic warfare resistant bonus to sensor dampening, tracking disruptors, and target pregnant resistance. So the ship continues to retain its incredible firepower, tank, range, and application, but will however have a few weaknesses. Okay, and here are some additional changes they did. +1 mid slot, -1 high slot, more armor, decreased structure. +1 low, plus -1 high slot, HP, armor, and then the shield bonus changed also. Interesting. Paladin. Currently, the Paladin is extremely dominant compared to other Marauders in a very large scale of fights. We are, however, lowering the optimal range per level bonus to reduce its dominance. Reduce optimal range per level bonus from 7.5 to 5. Marauders are particularly dominant in wormholes due to their high power to mass efficiency. We are increasing the mass to be closer to Black Ops battleships. This will mean that players will need to be slightly more cautious about the number of Marauders they can bring to fights in wormhole space. Wow. Agility for all Marauders has been improved to keep alignment times at similar values. Interesting. There's another change there. Battleships. We're adding some more power to Maelstroms and Rogues as they both underperform compared to the Hyperion and Abaddon. And then they go through over there the changes they did for these ships. Large railguns. Severely underperformed. Okay, so railguns are getting a boost. 0-point mass entangler. There was not a particular strong reason for disallowing this module in high sec and low sec, as
To know the true path,
it was legacy
follow
inherited from older
that is
HIC
possible in the
modules.
gravest sin. Book of Missions
Point
13.
0-point mass entanglers can now be used in high sec and low sec. Okay. Homefront operations. Each homefront operation requires a group of pilots covering specific roles from hacking to hauling. Beware, unlike most other sites, homefront operations can be lost if your team fails to meet their objective. Alright, so there's a bunch of different things here for... I guess these are PvE kind of things here? Abyssal artifact recovery. Suspicious signal. Dread assault. Boost its charge, keep the enemy at bay, and the dread will take care of the rest. Oh, interesting. Raid. Emergency aid. Metaluminal meteorite. Your goal is to mine it out before it plunges back into abyssal dead space. Improved objective systems. Alright. These new objectives are featured in the Homefront operations, and we have also implemented them for all career agent missions, making them much clearer and more accessible. Alright, so these are PvE type of tasks with grouping. Ecosystem and industry changes. Okay, quality of life. Okay, blueprint changes. Alright, so they're making things, I guess, more easier to make. Arc blueprint. Removed. Yeah, so they're making... They're streamlining some of this stuff to make this stuff easier to make. For Jump Raiders. Jump Raider Rex now have an access difficulty of -10 to match all other T2 ships. That's good. So I guess you get T2 salvage from them. Or I guess it's always been like that, but now it's harder to do. To salvage it. Okay, so we are making capital ship components easier to export and import. Reduce the volume from 10,000 to 2,000. We are increasing the availability of the content that drops from capital ship control items. Increase spawn chance by 100% for the following sites: capital ship secure facility, construction, over my nurseries. We are making it much easier to haul PI commodities, as well as it's now required fewer active inputs to manage, since the space of all storage facilities and spaceports is effectively doubled. Volume of all PI commodities reduced by 50%. Okay. We are adjusting the asteroid belts that we added earlier this year. These asteroid belts, which can be found in blue A0 star systems and nullsec and wormhole space, as well in 0.5 high sec security systems, border low sec and null. So there's more increase than that. Reprocesses into isogen exclusively. Alright. We're making modular condensers more affordable and available by adding them to FW faction warfare loyalty point stores to act as a price ceiling for them. Price 1 million ISK, 600 faction warfare. Alright, so there's a component you can get straight from the thing to set prices for that. Graphics, so a bunch of graphics updates. Let's take a look at this. There's before and afters. Missiles, missile explosions. This is the clouds. They added new cloud stuff. This is the Marauder updates. And here they go through all the things they added for the graphics. Volumetric clouds, missile impacts, frigates, special effects on them, Marauders, special effects and lighting updates, upper citadels, planets have been added as shadow clusters. Ooh, alright. Well, those are the updates and changes for the Viridian Expansion notes, right? Let's check out one more thing. That home front thing sounded really cool. I think that's going to be in the agency. Let's see if I can find it. So here's the agency.
Judge the unworthy, redeem the pure. Book 2, Revelations 2.
Is it factional?
Join a fleet for the glory of a man.
Shipcaster Shadow War. Ooh. So there's factional campaigns there. I guess this will get swapped out over time. Let's click on encounters. Ah, here we go. So the encounter for the home front operation is here. Your faction needs you. Work together to support the home front. So you click on that, and then it shows you what's happening. So emergency aid, a raid here, asteroids, they're mining. So there's a bunch of different things here you can do. So additional PvE things, which is cool. Let's go back here at the beginning. Encounters, factional campaigns, homefront, incursions, factional warfare. Why can't I open this window up more? Factional warfare, pirate strongholds, abyssal dead space. And then this goes through all this. Look at that. Alright, well, that's pretty much the gist of the new update. I went through everything. I definitely like the new corporation stuff. Even though I'm not in a big corporation, I just do my own solo corporation. I think this is very valuable for, I guess, the social aspect. And assigning tasks to people. Like it gives people goals to do, right? I think in the past, a lot of people who start up EVE Online, since it's a big sandbox, they get lost in what they want to do or what they can do or what they should be doing. And if they're in a player corp and the player corp is telling them to do a bunch of these different things, you know, they'll give them a pathway to doing stuff, which I think is very helpful. You know, the other thing I'm really interested in, this is probably only for the corporation activity is probably only for player corps, but I want to see if there's anything for NPC corps. So let me go on to alt real quick. That's in an NPC corp, and see if the NPC corp has random generated tasks to do. So let's see here, corporation. So here, there's a this is an NPC corp. All right, I don't see anything here for this. You know, this is probably a suggestion I will make. I think they should I think the NPC Corp should also auto-generate a bunch of those tasks. So for people who who are in NPC Corps, they can also get that little nudge of doing certain things as you would get being in a player corp. let me go back in here. I want to look at it one more time because let me make another thing. We'll test another test. We'll do a mining test. 2. This will be again a mine materials. We'll do just quickly make 1. All right, so this would just show up here. So I would guess when a player clicks on the corporation button, they would see this here, and this would show up. But I don't think this would be here, right? They won't have this button to make 1.
Witness the righteous justice, the only true path.
You know, now I have another question. Can anybody make a task? That would also be cool. Or maybe you can assign people to make a certain task. I think that would probably be a thing too. Alright, well, that's going to be my quick check on the Viridian update. Thanks a lot, everybody.